I'm Cameron with Gale Force 9 Games, continuing our How to Play series for Firefly Adventures, Brigands and Browncoats. In our last video, we covered how to move along the timeline. Today, we're going to talk about how to move your crew around the map itself, as well as unlocking doors and generally aiming to misbehave. Firstly, the rules for moving are quite straightforward. Each crew member has a movement action that they can use as part of their turn. The number of green arrows indicates the number of squares that they can move. For example, a heroic Jane can move 4 squares. These movements can be either straight or diagonal. The only exception here is moving through a doorway or moving around corners. You always need to approach doorways straight on, and you can't diagonally move around corners. You have to move in straight lines around the corner, like this. Some crew or equipment abilities may allow you to move other crew or goons, such as Kaylee's. In this case, you have to follow all the movement rules as usual. There are no other limitations on these abilities. You can move crew or goons even if they are distracted, or even if they are currently in a brawl. Sometimes you may need to move a heavy object in the course of a job. These could be downed crew members, pieces of loot, or even bodies. By using one square of your movement action, a character can move a heavy object from any adjacent square to another adjacent square. Unlike movement, you can move a heavy object diagonally around corners or through doorways. For example, Mal can use 2 of his movements to approach the body token, then use the 3rd movement square to move the body into the nearby building. The perfect way to avoid suspicion. Goons may be dumb, but the people who hire them ain't. And the best stuff is usually behind a locked door. If a door or safe has a locked token on it, you can investigate it to see what it will take to open it. To do this, your character needs to be adjacent to the lock, and there can't be a goon standing next to it. It doesn't use one of your actions to investigate, so you can move up to the token, investigate it, and then decide whether to use your next action to unlock it, all on the same turn. Once you've investigated and flipped the token, it will tell you what you need to do. This could be a skill test that either requires you to be casual or heroic, or you could get lucky and it could just be unlocked. If it is locked, then you will need to use an action to open it. Otherwise, you can just pass straight through. Once you've unlocked a door, remove the lock token. Unlocked doors stay open, and it doesn't cost any additional movement to pass through them. If you fail to unlock a door, then it can be repeated on a subsequent action or turn as many times as necessary. Goons never have to unlock the doors. They have the appropriate keys and keycards to get anywhere. And we'll cover the full rules around skill tests and heroic or casual actions in the next video. Moving from one side of the door to the other costs no movement. For example, Jane can move 3 spaces up to the door and then pass through to the other side, all on the same turn. And that's all for this How to Play video. Firefly Adventures, Brigands and Browncoats is available to order now from our online store with the link in the description below. Follow GF9 on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook for all the latest news and updates.